Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Friday, December 27th. Welcome. I know, right? Friday? I am consistently inconsistent. That's about as good as it gets, right? I hope y'all have had a wonderful couple of weeks. I actually did record a video last week, and somehow in my advanced technological expertise, I managed to save one frame out of the video and delete the video. So yeah, I'm awesome that way. Anyway, I hope y'all have had a good couple of weeks. I hope you had a great holiday season, whatever the holidays may be. It was good here. It was a little hectic because I felt so bad. I just didn't have it in me to do a lot of the stuff that needs to be done. Last Wednesday, not Christmas, the Wednesday before, I finally had to give in and go to the doctor because every day I was feeling worse. Saturday morning, I finally woke up for the first time in weeks and thought, oh my gosh, yes, I finally feel good. Today I actually feel good. So thank goodness. I think I'm over whatever I was sick with before, but now we've moved into allergies. The cedar is crazy right now. After showing up at my house, well, it was already bothering Dax. It's bothering me. It started bothering Abigail while they were here. All the sinus stuff started with Abigail, my mom, my dad, and Dax's stepdad. So, yay, it's a wonder people even show up at my house in December. But anyway, between the neti pot, the Flonase, and the Zyrtec, maybe I'll get ahead of it. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. We had a good holiday. Lots of food. That's always our thing. My parents came on Monday. Dax's came on Tuesday. And everybody left yesterday. Monday we just had like sandwiches and chips and queso and stuff like that for dinner. Dax and I worked on Monday, and then I went Christmas shopping on Monday. I think I finished my Christmas shopping on Tuesday. There's nothing like planning ahead. I'm just saying. I made a big pan of lasagna for dinner Tuesday, and then for Christmas we used to do turkey and dressing, but a few years ago we switched to steak, so that's what we did yesterday. No, Wednesday. Right now my refrigerator is absolutely full of leftovers. Really, you can't get anything else in there. I mean, it's crazy. But anyway, I will mostly be warming up food for days. But it was good. It was good. Yesterday before they left, Ziva bit Dax's mom twice. Public service announcement, mini rant here. When you go to somebody's house and they have pets and they tell you, don't do this because this pet will react this way, believe them. Dax told her not to mess with her because she would bite her. She messed with her and the dog snapped at her, so she kept going. And even after the dog bit her once, she kept going and got bitten again. Why? A lot of it comes out of she hasn't been around for all of this and thinks that we're not doing right by the dog and whatever. But regardless, public service announcement, really believe people when they tell you about the behavior of their animals. It's not meant to offend. It's actually meant to protect you. So, anyway, that was somewhat frustrating, but it is what it is, and I guess now she's learned a lesson the hard way. I don't know. Let's see. I had a very Snoopy Christmas. I got a lot of floss from my kids because every thing that comes up where they would get a gift from me, I take Post-it notes and I write down floss colors that I want, and I stick them on the refrigerator, and they can take them off and go buy those flosses if they want to or not. But I got several floss colors to finish kitting up or to continue kitting up things. But it was a very Snoopy Christmas. I got a Snoopy stuffed animal. The most ridiculous, but I love them, Snoopy pajamas. It's like a whole one-piece thing in red and black buffalo check with Snoopy embroidered on it. It's hilarious, but I love it. I got this sweatshirt. And then I got another one that's the Charlie Brown gold color that says Good Grief on it. I got some Snoopy lined Snoopy socks and another little plastic Snoopy thing. So I love me some Snoopy. So it was a very Snoopy Christmas. I got a purse from Dax. I had already showed it to him before Christmas. Oh, this is what you got me for Christmas. Don't get me anything else. But at some point I was holding up a shirt that his mom had gotten me, saying, like, you know, look, this is cute. And he goes, did I get that for you? Like, no, honey, you got me a purse. And there was something that Kirsten got from us, from Dax and I, and she was saying something about it, and he was like, oh, where'd you get that? I was like, she got it from you, babe. And he's like, oh, I knew that. I was just testing you to see if you were paying attention. So, anyway, it was good. We had a great time, and I hope all of y'all did as well. I have done some stitching in the last couple of weeks. Surprise! I worked on this big-headed bunny. I'm only doing her and the bird, just that part, because I'm doing this for me, and I better never need a birth announcement again, ever. So, I was still feeling really, really poorly when I did this, so this red here, that's all I did, and it honestly took me about an hour to get that in. I know. I worked on my Dimensions Birdhouse Welcome. I'm trying to think. I have written down, actually I took things I want to finish in 2020. My goals for 2020. I took, because I keep my whips in order, the oldest going back to the newest. And so I took the 20 oldest projects and wrote them down. Those are the things I want to finish in 2020. I may have bitten off far more than I can chew because most of them are older projects, unfinished, because they're big. This is one of them. This is another one, and it's not giant, but I'm trying to decide, should I work on the ones that are smaller first and get them finished, or do I front load with bigger ones? But the bigger ones can take me all year, and I don't know. Do I just go in order? Because really, am I going to get white stocking done? So I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, this one is going to be on my 2020 list. This time I put in over here, and then I did the back stitching around this birdhouse, because sometimes I get tired of just looking at big clumps of color. So it would probably be easier if I could sit down and put in more than an hour of stitching on a single project. But I get, like, after 30 or 45 minutes, I start getting antsy. And by an hour, I'm just like crazy. I've got to work on something different. So that doesn't help. I worked on America the Beautiful by Sue Hillis. On this pattern, it has the state names and the capital names. I'm not going to put in the capital names. And I am just going to do the outline of the states and then come back and put in the state name and whatever the little symbols are for states that Dax and I have actually visited. Our goal is to visit all 50 states. Here's where I am. I think I did this, and I did a second color on the water here this last time. I really enjoyed stitching on it, though. But last week, I still slept in most days a little longer than usual, so left myself less time to actually stitch than usual. But I think we've been to 23 states, maybe 27 so far. So there's a good chance that by the time I get this finished, we'll have seen all of them, and I can just fill it all in and be done. At this rate, anyway. I worked on this, I call it the flower tree. I don't know what the name of it is. It is one of the kits from China. It's either summer or spring, or I know it's not winter. I don't think it's fall. It might be fall. I don't know. But it's a tree made of flowers. It's a flower tree. I don't know why I even bothered to show it, because you can't tell a thing. It's one of those that it's printed on the fabric. And then once you finish stitching, you wash it and the other colors all come out. I finished filling in this flower, and then I think I did like these blues through here. They're not all done, but a lot of them are done. Generally what I do is I find something like, I think this right here has not been stitched. Those 2 stitches in that color. So next time I pick it up, I'll probably grab that color, fill in those 2 stitches, and then find where else that color is and finish off that length of thread. I'm afraid that I'm going to miss little places like that where there's only 1 or 2 stitches. So I keep trying to go back and fill them in before I get too far away. I worked for just a hot little minute on Christmas Gentleman. Here's overall. And then I think I did this little bit of red here, and then coming up here, finishing out that color in those 2 pieces. Abigail's texting me. I worked for a little bit on this Lizzie Kate Flip It. It was my new start from last week, I think. And so this is how far I've gotten. it's hard to remember because, like I said, I did a video last week. And I'm sure that I showed this in the video last week, but I don't think you had seen it. I don't think I had done it before, so you haven't seen it because, like I said, I managed to delete last week's video. The flower tree is another one of the things I want for 2020 to get done. Like I said, Wyatt's stocking, Abigail's stocking, lots of big things in there. Christmas gentleman. So, I don't know. I mean, it's like, ugh. I'm kind of scaring myself a little bit with my list, but that's why they're the oldest ones, is because they're big and I haven't given them the attention they need. Anyway, this week's start was this Flip It by Lizzie Kate, January. There you go. I thought I had a needle minder on it, but I didn't. I made this one to use with it. So, here's where I got to. Yeah, that's the outline of the cardinal. I was thinking, if I put in the work, I could have this done by January. It doesn't take that long, but we all know I won't FFO it by January. Maybe January 2021 or something. But that is what it is, right? I worked on My Solitude by Mystic Stitch. And because I'm up here in this corner, I mean, really, until you get, really close to being done, this isn't really going to look like much. It probably wasn't the brightest idea for a first full coverage piece, but I've never claimed to be the brightest. This was my goal for 2019, which I reached. So all of this little bit down here, are part of my 2020 goal. I want to finish a full page and then a partial page down here. Counting that up and dividing out the months, I have to finish 7 10 by 10 squares each month in order to accomplish those goals. And so I started pushing ahead. After I finished 2019's goal, I just kept stitching on it, pushing ahead. And I've already finished 6 squares completely. So that gets me almost done with my January goal. And I've been kind of freaking myself out about the 7 squares a month until I finally did the math. Because, accountant, why would I math? And I was like, that's really only 700 stitches. That shouldn't be that hard to pull off. It really shouldn't. I mean, I really should be able to sit down and, without really pushing it, get that done in 2 or 3 sittings. I mean, so I need to stop freaking myself out about it. But those 2 pages are part of my goal. I worked on Wyatt's stocking. Being sick, I knew better on most days than to work on it. It requires far too much attention on my part to do it when I'm sick or on cold medicine. I did work on it, though, a couple of times. One day, all I did was fill in the black that was missing right around there, which was easy because it was absolutely only filling in. And then I've come up here and started on his beard. Because I was trying to decide how to continue. Did I want to come down here? Because I'm really close here at the bottom of the bag. But I decided to come, before I kept going down here, to come and get some of this done. So that I can kind of move down the whole thing instead of coming down like this and then having a bunch to fill in. Because once again, head games. That's the way I have to. Yeah, that's the way I have to do it. So, and then this one was my start. I started this one while we were in Vegas. Lizzie Kate, November. And I actually got it finished. Now I have 11 months to FFO it. I might be able to get that done. There's a squirrel charm that goes right here. I do not have the charm. I have not decided if I'm going to order the squirrel charm or if I'm just going to get a button or a leaf or if I'm going to put anything there at all. So, I don't know. That gave me 29 finishes for the year, which thrills me to no end. I've ordered a few things, some patterns that I subtracted and everything, and it looks like probably I'm going to finish the year with $190.22 in my Stitch from Stash. That is above and beyond for me. I am usually in the red in Stitch from Stash. If I was doing it as part of the Facebook group, I absolutely would have been in the red all along because that's just how I am. On my desk this week, I put away fabrics where I had pulled to do this or that and then just set them here and there. I put those away and found some things that I was like, oh, I forgot all about that. Not that I found the star cookie cutters to finish those Christmas ornaments, because that would be asking far too much. I haven't decided what I'm going to do this week on my desk, but I'm running out of days to do it, so I need to figure it out. Like I said, I did order some patterns. I ordered a couple off of My Bobbin. They had one on sale, and then when I was looking, I found another one that I was like, oh, well, I need that. So I got those. I've only printed out one of them yesterday when I went to the office, and I only had to go to the office to take care of one client. And when I did that, I was itching to leave, and so I only printed the one because the extra 45 seconds it was going to take to print the other one was too much, I guess. I don't know. But I printed this one. How cute is that? And see, the bird has flowers in its design. They also have this without the bird, where it's just this part here. And I looked at both of them, but I decided I liked it better with the bird. So, I got that one because I need another pattern. And then, eventually I'll print out the other one and I'll show that to you. And then I ordered this one. I had been looking for it since Cynthia Brew showed it on her channel, Stitching in the Light. Because that cat in those glasses. Oh my God. And I have had so much trouble finding this, and I found it at Jen's Stitching Niche, and it was on sale. So how could I not? And I liked about, I don't know, 5 or 6 others because she's got the, I think it's also Bent Creek that does the, what do they call them? The little photo strip things. I like those too. And I love my favorite is the bacon and eggs one. That's the pig and the chicken. But those are hysterical, and I want to do those. And this came in today. Well, probably yesterday. I didn't check the mail until this morning. But then the note, I had to fangirl because on the invoice copy. She said, "I love your videos." I'm always amazed that anybody watches me at all, so I had to fangirl a little bit over that. Thank you. So anyway, that kind of made my day. And the wonderful, sweet comments that people have left, they just, you guys just touch my heart. You really do. And thank you, Kathy, for the Christmas card, because that just made me smile. It really did. So, that's what I've gotten done this week. Oh, I also did this. I have been horrible. Being sick and the last minute and all of that on Christmas stuff. There are gifts that I couldn't find. Dax carried in one this morning, and I was like, "Where was that?" And he's like, "In the floorboard of the car." I looked in the car twice and didn't see it. And it, it wasn't like it was some tiny little diamond or something. It was big. So, anyway, it has been an awful Christmas for me and gifts, and people are getting gifts late because I can't find them. But my mom had talked about liking these little scrubbies that I had made last year, so I made her a couple more. They're both the same. And I love mine too because they are the perfect size in your hand. They're not as thick as a sponge. They're thinner like a dishcloth, but not as big and bulky. They're just awesome. They're just freaking awesome. So, it's 2 days after Christmas. These are still sitting here, which means I forgot to put them with my mom's Christmas gift. So I guess I'll mail those to her, along with other stuff that I forgot about. So I've been thinking forward, like I said, to 2020, and getting those 20 things done. And truth be told, 2 of the things that were on my list were the little Woodstock Thanksgiving thing and the one on the red Ada with the 4 hearts in white, which I have already finished. But I am not adding 2 more things to my 2020 list because I am completely overwhelmed by what's already there. Because there are big ones. The Brooks Books Animal Advent, I've done 2 of them on that, maybe 3, but I think only 2. So I want to get it finished. That's huge. The Friendship Quilts by Paula Vaughn. That's a lot of stitching. I mean, Wyatt's stocking, Abigail's stocking. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. Tell me what y'all think. Do you work on a bigger project and maybe only get 1 or 2 things off your list done? Work on the little ones first so that you get more stuff done, or just go in order, back and forth? I don't know. I'm just like... So I'm struggling with that a little bit, but I really don't want to adjust my 20 projects because they are my 20 oldest things. I'm going to finish the year, I think, with 70-something whips. I'll count again probably sometime in this next week and see where that goes. I have enough stuff here. I have enough things already kitted to get through June probably, with a new start every week, and that includes new starts in Mania. Sorry for the coughing. And I certainly have enough here that can be kitted up. I want to start these other ones that I just ordered, but they've got to go to the back of the line so that I can get through the things that are already sitting here first. Because I try not to get lost in new things coming in and ignoring the things that I already had. So we'll see how that goes, because it's really killing me. But that's where things stand for now. Like I said, Dax is at the office for a while. I don't know if I said that on this one. I tried to record it before and had to stop and start over. So Dax is at the office for a little while today, trying to take care of a few little things. We're limited on what we can take care of because we're having to get a new server, and we don't want to do a bunch of work that's going to have to be redone once we switch servers and stuff. So he says he wants to be home by 2, so at like 1 o'clock I gotta text him and tell him, okay, you need to start winding down, because otherwise he'll get home at 6, because that's just how he is. I guess that's really all. I'm gonna try to get things back in order a little bit, cleaning up still some of the chaos that's left from having a bunch of people here and everything, and try to get things back where they were, and then I'm gonna hopefully not have anything left to do and just stitch a little bit. So fingers crossed that's what I get to do. Like I said, I don't even know where to go, and I need to just chillax and let it happen, but we'll see if I can just relax long enough to do that. So anyway, I'm blabbering, sorry. Thank you everyone for your kind words. Thank you for watching. Welcome new subscribers. I really appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who comes back time after time to watch videos. Y'all are the best. You just are. And I should say it more often. That's the truth of the matter. I guess I'm trying to decide. I don't know. I should be able to be back next week. We are going on New Year's Day to Dallas to watch the Winter Classic hockey game. That's stupid expensive, y'all. The tickets were stupid expensive. But that got to be part of the kids' Christmas present, because we're all going. So I hope it's cold enough for them to keep ice, since it's an outdoor thing. It's like in the 60s here today. That's not going to cut it. We need a front to come through before next week. But at the same time, I don't want it to be miserable cold. So I don't know. The kids are looking forward to it, so I'm hoping that it'll be a good time. It's probably not a going to happen ever again kind of thing, so we'll take it for what it's worth, and we're going because it's in Dallas, and that's only about a 3.5-hour drive, I think. So we're doing that next week, but hopefully I'll find some time in between and get more stitching done and be able to come back and show y'all. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great New Year celebration, whether you celebrate by going out and enjoying time with friends or other people, or whether you celebrate like I do and pushing your thresholds and staying awake until midnight, because pretty much that's my celebration in a nutshell. Oh, it's midnight, thank God. Happy New Year, I'm going to sleep. That's me. Anyway, I appreciate you all and look forward to seeing you back here next time. Thanks, y'all. Bye.